I don't know how many of you have ever been through a disaster, but I went through Hurricane Andrew. I lived on Key Largo at the time, and I evacuated to Homestead of all places. We were 9 of us, 2 cats and a dog, in the bathroom of the house when Hurricane Andrew hit. And I have some things that I learned from that experience. I was 20 at the time, so I had no knowledge. Thankfully, I was with my friend. But had I not had my friends and had I not worked in a hotel that served food, and that because we housed the electrical company people, we got our electric service in our area restored quickly for that reason. Some of the tips that I would do, when they say fill up your bathtub with water, they mean it, because you don't have water coming to your house anymore because the lines are broken or it's contaminated, and you need that to flush, okay? That's number 1, you gotta flush. Then have cases of water. So you need a certain number of cases per person per day. I think we were without water for like a week and without power for 3 weeks, and that was fast. I would also have a little mini power bank with a solar panel. We didn't have those then, but like just to charge your phone and small appliances, maybe your laptop, things like that. A satellite phone could help you get through when cell phones can't. One thing that helped the person whose house I was staying in, everybody else was calling their family member right away. He called his insurance agent first. Hurricane Andrew was in end of August. He was in his house, back in his house in December, and most other people were not in their house for 2 or 3 years. If you're woken up in the middle of the night, the first thing you do is to put on shoes. It could be as little as flip-flops. We got up at 5 a.m., we're walking around the house, there's broken glass everywhere. It's such a silly little thing. They recommend you fill your gas tank. Obviously, you have a little warning with a hurricane as opposed to like a tornado or something, but without power, you cannot fill your gas tank. So if you have a garage or a shed, and you can, I would say keep a full tank's worth. What is that, like 15 gallons of gas handy, just so you have 1 full tank of gas if you need to get out of Dodge, so to speak. Totally keep cash. So I was young, I had no cash at all. None of the grocery stores had power. They weren't taking anything, but they wanted to sell everything because all their refrigerators and freezers the food was going bad. So if you had cash, you could get food. Have a good stock of canned food, things that you like, and maybe get a little camping stove that has a little propane thing, or if you do have your gas grill, because if you have an electric stove, you're not cooking. Hopefully you're never in a disaster situation, but if you are, those were just some of the things that I learned firsthand from having gone through it. Do you have a top tip to share? DM me and maybe I'll feature it on a future episode.